today is Library Day. Let's read.
First up, it's Miss Carol reading One Brown Bunny.
The One Brown Bunny by Marion Dane Bauer. One brown bunny went out one day to find a friend who'd like to play. Two red birds perched in a tree. "Come down," cried Bunny, "come play with me." But the birds flew away. Tweet, tweet, tweet. Three black bears crunched their lunch. "I'm here," said Bunny. "May I munch?" But the bears all growled and left in a bunch. 1, 2, 3. Sorry about that. 4 blue fish swam side by side. "Please come over, don't swim away to hide." But the fish disappeared and poor Bunny sighed. 5 gray mice played hide and seek. "Can I play too?" "I really won't peek." But the mice scurried off. Squeak, squeak, squeak. 6 green snakes slept on a stone. Said Bunny, "I want some friends of my own." But the snake slipped away, leaving Bunny alone. Poor Bunny. Having a hard time finding a friend, isn't he? 7 yellow bees hummed all around. "Let's spring," Bunny called. "Let's leap, let's bound." But the bees buzzed off and Bunny frowned. Bees are very busy all the time. 8 purple flowers smiled in the sun. "Please play with me. I can hop, I can run." But the flowers stayed still. They weren't any fun. But they are purple, which is our color of the month. Oh, missed. 9 pink clouds floated in the sky. "I'd play with you if I could reach that high." But the clouds moved on. They didn't even try. Aren't those beautiful, though? And there's shapes in the clouds, like a bird, and a mouse, and a big fish or a whale. So pretty. 10 orange butterflies fluttered everywhere. "Come here," come back, cried Bunny. "This just isn't fair." But the butterflies vanished right into the air. So Bunny went home feeling very bad until he heard, "Please, don't be sad." Who said that? Aw, the birds, bears, fish, mice, snakes, bees, flowers, clouds, butterflies, all had come to play. "Friends," cried Bunny, "at last, hooray!" Oh, everybody came back to be friends and play together. Isn't that nice? I'm glad it had a happy ending and a friend for Bunny. Thank you.
Next up is Miss Beth.
Thanks, Miss Colleen. I'm going to read a book called Ruby in Her Own Time by Jonathan Emmett and illustrated by Rebecca Harry. And I picked this book because that reminded me of my son who does things in his own time when he feels like it. And it's okay. We all do things at a different pace. Ruby in her own time. Now, all right. Are we good? Once upon a time, upon a nest beside a lake, there lived 2 ducks, a mother duck and a father duck. Look at all those pretty flowers. There were 5 eggs in the nest. Mother duck sat on the nest all day. Just getting ready to back up and put her buns on there. And all night. What a good mama. Through howling wind whoosh, and driving rain, Look at her getting all wet. Poor Mama Duck. She looked after those eggs, all 5 of them. Then one bright morning, the eggs began to hatch. 1, 2, 3, 4 little beaks pecked out into the sunlight. 1, 2, 3, 4 little ducklings shook their feathers in the breeze. We'll call them Rufus, Rory, Rosie, and Rebecca, said Father Duck, and Mother Duck agreed. I thought there were 5 eggs. Why are there only 4 ducks? Oh, I'm going to find out. But the 5th egg did nothing. Will it ever hatch? Said Father Duck. It will, said Mother Duck, in its own time. It's a wise mama. And sure enough, it did. She's very small, said Father Duck. What shall we call her? We'll call her Ruby, said Mother Duck, because she's small and precious. She is, and she's got 3 little twangers on her head. So cute. You're cute, Ruby. Rufus, Rory, Rosie, and Rebecca ate whatever they were given. Ooh, worms and flowers and petals and snails and grass. They ate everything and anything. But Ruby ate nothing. What? Will she ever eat? Said Father Duck. She will, said Mother Duck, in her own time. I can think of a few people like that. And sure enough, she did. There she is. She's eating the flowers and the leaves and stuff. Rufus, Rory, Rosie, and Rebecca swam off wherever they were able, whenever they were able. They swam everywhere, anywhere, everywhere, but Ruby swam nowhere. Will she ever swim? Said Father Duck. She will, said Mother. In her own time. You guessed it, in her own time. And sure enough, she did. She's swimming. Rufus, Rory, Rosie, and Rebecca grew bigger. And Ruby grew bigger too. Her feathers grew out. Her wings grew broad and beautiful. And when Rufus, Rory, Rosie, and Rebecca began to fly, here they are, look, you can see them. They're getting ready to run like ducks do. Whoosh! They kind of run on the water, they flap and they kick in the water and they take off flying. Ruby flew too! What? Rufus, Rory, Rosie, and Rebecca flew far and wide. They flew out across the water. They flew up amongst the trees. There they all are, flying and flying and flying. Turning pages is hard. I'm just going to say it. Okay. But Ruby flew farther and wider. She flew out beyond the water. She flew above the trees. She flew anywhere and everywhere. She stretched out her beautiful wings and soared high among the clouds. I'm thinking Ruby was born to fly. Mother Duck and Father Duck watched Ruby flying off into the distance. Will she ever come back? Said Mother Duck. She will, said Father Duck, in her own time. And sure enough, she did. Here's Mama Duck and Father Duck over here. Here's Ruby with her 3 little whoop whoop. And that must be her husband, the duck. And look, she's got some babies. And she came home. All of us do things in different time, and it's all okay. I hope you enjoyed it. Next, we have Miss Colleen with her book. Ooh, it looks like a book by Eric Carle. You're going to love it.
That's right, it is by Eric Carle, and it's called The Nonsense Show. What's a nonsense show? The Nonsense Show. Welcome, friends, don't be slow. Step right up to the nonsense show. I'm too wet, said the bird. I can't fly. It's absurd. I'm too dry. How I wish I could swim, said the fish. Ouch! Who's that in my pouch? Is that supposed to be there? I don't think so. I'm seeking my tail. Can you see where it's gone? Hissed snake number one. What a coincidence! Mine's missing too, hissed snake number two. Oh my gosh, they're both connected. That's nonsense. I'm supposed to catch you, meowed the cat. Yes, squeaked the mouse. Of course that's true, but you must know we're in the nonsense show. So he caught the cat. The cat's trying to get away. That's nonsense. Oh dear, look here. It says no gas, alas. No gas? Don't worry. We're not in a hurry. I think they want to get somewhere sometime. What a funny-looking ball, thought the tennis ace, and wound up with applesauce in her face. Splat. One sheep, two sheep, three sheep, four, and after that, how many more? KO. Okay. Look at, he knocked over a big guy, bigger than he is. More nonsense. Get out of my house, said the dog. But where can I go, barked the man. For all that I care, you can fly to the moon, but go soon. And that's how we've got the man in the moon, believe it or not. I don't know if I believe it. This is a nonsense book, isn't it? Upsy, downsy, nice and straight, smile a mile. Bravo, that's great. Looks like the lion is training the people. Who's that I see? It can't be. It can't be me. I'll tell you who it looks like. You. Do they look alike? No. That's gobbledygook. Let's trade hats, the rider said. But nay, nay, said the horse. Let's trade heads instead, okay? And of course they did. Hurry up, said Bottom. Wait for me, said Top. But they couldn't agree, so they never did stop. They're still going. They're still going. Could a leopard change his spot to a tigerish stripe? Probably not. Would a tiger wish to swap his stripe for a leopard spot? Certainly not. This one's got both. Why is Mr. Up, up? Why is Mrs. Down, down? Why is he up? Why is she down? It's not a mistake. It's just how they eat cake. This yellow rubber duck I found is feet for walking on the ground. But don't you think this duck oughter get webbed feet to swim in the water? But it's got regular people feet. Absurd. And here we are, odd, preposterous, Tommy Rot, fiddle faddle, puzzling, bizarre, balderdash, gobbledygook, twaddle, 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 the end. And that's the end of the nonsense show. Love that book.
Be sure and join us next week for another Library Day.